What is up, everybody? Welcome to or welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Carmen Dakota, back again with another YouTube video. Y'all, so this video is a sit down video, and I haven't really done no sit down video in a long time. Typically when I do my Q&As, but this is like a full-blown sit down video. I have not done like no makeup video, no updated stuff, but I figured why not do my no makeup routine with y'all while doing a girl talk. You can never go wrong with a girl talk. I am currently getting ready for church while I am home. This is the last Sunday before I go back to school, you guys, so that's a big change. But we're really about to get into what we are setting the tone for 2025. Happy New Year's, y'all. It's a new year. I didn't say it in my last video. If you didn't watch that, go check that out. It was good. Go check it out. But yeah, so I am about to just do the whole 9 girl talk. We're gonna talk about different topics. I posted a questionnaire on my Instagram for people to drop down. At first it was girls dropping stuff down, but then I was like, no, let's get the men's perspective. Like, what do you want to hear? Because I know that there are guys that watch my content as well. So I want to make sure everybody feels included. So I wanted to show y'all, one, I got this for Christmas, this little swirly thing. And yes, most of the stuff is coming back with me to school. But y'all, this is so convenient because while I'm talking to y'all about to hear, this is what y'all about to hear, okay? Y'all about to be hearing this swirling. So I just wanted to show y'all before I just get into it. Y'all wondering like, what the heck is that sound? That's that. Without further ado, let's get into this video. So starting out, I don't really do primer unless I'm doing like a full glam, but you can never go wrong with a little bit of protection. I pretty much use the Urban Decay All Nighter makeup primer, and it's really nice. It has ultra glow, so I like to have like a natural, like dewy look, as the girls call it. But I still am okay with like a matte look. But you know, I want to be glowing when I get in the sun. And, you know, it's winter time, so you don't want to be looking too matte during like winter time. I mean, maybe you do, maybe you don't. Maybe it's a summer thing. I am a summer girly. I love summer. But yeah, this is what I used first. And while I'm applying this, let's get into our first topic. If you see me looking over here, my phone's over here, so it gives me a good idea as to what all was screenshotted. This is more of a girly topic, y'all. Men, bear with me. We're coming to y'all. So pretty much it says, how do you maintain having a monthly cycle? And you know, how do you deal with the emotions that come with it? How are you physically? And honestly, girl, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I be all over the place, quite literally, and it's not even funny. And I'm gonna give y'all some examples. So most of the time, either I deal with a lot of like chest pain, come closer to my cycle, and oh wait, first off, before we get into that, make sure y'all do your skincare before you apply makeup. I use the Cetaphil cleansing, I don't know what it's called. It's cleansing. I'm gonna insert pictures of it. Cleansing products. And then I don't have a toner yet right now. I did, which was the Witch Hazel, but I stopped using that toner, and I've been just using this serum. It's the Iron Beauty. I got it from Sephora. It's like to help lighten the skin, so like with dark marks and stuff, I used to have them like all right here. So that's what I kind of use that for. I'll also insert that in. And then I use a moisturizer, which is the Cetaphil moisturizer lotion that comes with the set, and I've been using it for a while now. I was using the foaming cleanser, but I've switched to like the gel-like feel. I probably might go back to the foaming one, but I just had issues with it spilling in my bag and stuff like that, so be mindful. But back to the cycle. Yeah, I would normally have like chest pains, and it wasn't fun. I didn't think it was fun, but sometimes that would be the way that it alerts me, or like I'm really tired, or I get like really emotional. I get snappy, I start craving a lot of sweets, and I mean, I guess that's normal because I crave sweets on a regular basis anyway, so I think it just intensifies it. But with me being a dancer and like transitioning from sports to like an athlete in sports to an athlete as a dancer, it's a big difference. It's not the same thing. I can definitely tell you that. What I do now is my brows. It is the Morphe pencil. I really like this one. Sometimes I use the next one. It just kind of depends. I do the, I think, medium brown or dark brown in the NYX, but this one is it's called Chocolate Mousse. It's the darkest color because my eyebrows are really dark. They're not black, but they are dark. But yeah, so transitioning from like a different type of athlete has been challenging a little bit, just because I tend to have irregular cycles when I'm doing multiple things at once, because I was doing dance and cheer and track all at one time. That's a lot. Be mindful, because it will throw you all the way off. It will not have you on a consistent schedule. Maybe it works with other people, but my body, sometimes I can have a cycle 2 times a month, like at the beginning and at the end, going into the next month. I guess if we're just thinking on a monthly basis. But since I've transitioned into like being strictly a dancer and not into sports, it quite literally has been working in my favor. I get my cycle literally at the same time every single month, and it's just like that, like clockwork, 4.5 days. Really, sometimes it could be 4. It just kind of depends on the timing of when I started, like the day, like the time frame. But typically it ranges from 4 to 5 days. Nothing too extreme, to be honest. I typically cramp a lot, and really last year I cramped the most on the first day. Any other day I don't really feel anything. If you've gotten a tattoo before, that feeling of when it first strikes is like, whoa, okay, we're in it. Then the pain starts to turn into like a numbing feeling, and you only feel the vibration. Imagine that with like cramps. You know what I'm saying? Like very much like cramps. It's the same concept, just in different areas and, you know, the different causes. I had got my eyebrows waxed, y'all, and the first time in years. When I tell you, it changed the game. And you'll see that in the last video. It's literally in the last video. It changed the game. I was like, oh, baby, I'm bad. When you get them eyebrows done and when you do your maintenance, like, I cannot be lying. Like, literally, I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. You just turn into a whole different person. Like, you cannot tell me when that maintenance get done, the nails, the hair, the eyebrows, whatever you do. I don't do my lashes. Sometimes if I'm going on a trip, I'll do like, you know, the clusters and stuff. But baby, who is not naturally arched? Baby, this is genetics, okay? So yeah, back to the cycle. One thing I can say, having things that kind of like keep you uplifted during that time is very important, because I said sometimes I just want to sleep and not want to do nothing. And luckily when I'm at school, I have no choice but to get up and go, because I'm a dancer. And yeah, I feel like the first day, I feel like there should be a law that, you know, you get the whole day off, you ain't gotta do nothing. But after that, I feel like once you get some medication in, you should be fine. Or unless you like me, be trying to see how long you can go without medication, which is such a terrible decision, y'all. Don't do that, because that's a risk. That is very much a risk. Try going to work and doing that. Like that's such a risk. Make sure. Oh, a good thing to use during that monthly time, the Tylenol, but the one for arthritis, because it's the extra strength. Baby, it would knock you out in 2 hours. You good. No pain, no nothing. Very much extra strength. But the arthritis one, it would get you right. And don't even worry about who told me about this, but y'all, it would get you right, quite literally. And allow yourself to feel the emotions, because typically your body is trying to cleanse. It's cleansing everything that's on the inside. So anything that you're going on mentally that you might be sweeping on the rug, or maybe just happened recently and you just never dealt with it, oh, it's gonna come out. Your body is going to cleanse you from head to toe, and that's internally to the outside. It's just like eating so much food, it starts to show through your face. That's where acne come from. So be mindful of the food that you're eating. Like, quite literally, that's the whole nine. That's where all that comes from. So it's best to go ahead and feel the emotions, everything that's going on, but identify it so that you're not misplacing it and, you know, letting it go off onto other people. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole method to the madness for sure. But you know, we are very complex beings, and it's good to know how to manage it. Next, I have my NARS concealer. I also have the foundation too. The foundation and the concealer, they have different names. So I had to bring in my concealer just to get this matched. But I use the Natural Radiant Longwear foundation whenever I want to do a full face. We'll get into full faces in another video. But I do the Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Medium Deep 2, which is the caramel. In the foundation, I have it's M6 but Aruba. That's what I use. These are literally what I use. Sometimes I use Clinique, but I do have a lighter shade in the concealer as well when I want to do like really light full glam. This is full glam moment. It's the macadamia, which is the medium 1.5. There is definitely a difference, but this is something that I kind of use like under the eye. Like, this is when I'm winter shade. We're getting there, but when we're in our winter shade, like fully in our winter shade, this works really well. They're pretty much like, I would normally start with, this is the main concealer that I can kind of use as a foundation whenever I want to. And then this Clinique one, I use this during the summertime. This is the lighter one, and it's in the shade Sand, which is CN90. They have been getting a new shade, so I don't really know if it has changed. I've had this one since, well, not this one. I had bought another one recently, but I had got this during prom time, like started back using Clinique. I was using Clinique before. I used to have the foundation, the whole nine. And then yeah, this is kind of what I do. My three colors, they're definitely different. Guys, if you tell me this is the same thing, I promise you it's not the same thing. They're different. They're very much different. But yeah, so we're just going to do the concealer quite literally, and it's on its last leg. It's not a lot left, y'all. It's quite literally, I only use it like under the eye, just kind of clear up like the darkness on some of like my acne scars, or you know, things on my chin, or like sometimes my face would be like really red right here, so I'll do it right there. You know, like on any of the marks that I have like that's on my face, that's where I typically do this concealer. The next topic is dating in college. Don't do it. Yeah, don't do that. It's kind of stupid unless you are, I don't know. I think it's different for everybody. For example, with me, I feel like I don't need to date in college. And I've showed myself this countless times, and I seem to never listen. And God be trying to tell me, you're going to end up hurting people. But I do think dating in college can kind of be like really stressful if you don't know how to already don't know how to maintain a social life. So it's not really recommended in a sense, because when you get like really into your major and you really start like growing in that, you get busy. If you don't know how to maintain like keeping in contact with people when you're busy, don't do it. This is just from my experience. You don't have to go based off of my experience. This is just strictly from my experience. I just don't think it's smart, because you're constantly growing. And I feel like after you've experienced self-discipline in school, I think it would definitely help. Unless you already had it, baby. I did not have that. So this has been a growing thing, having to really figure myself out now that I'm not, at home all the time. I have more free will to go out, explore, try things, experiment. Yeah, I think it's sometimes best to wait until God placed that season on your life. I think everybody has a different season. It may come faster for others, it may come later for others. It just depends on God's timing and what lesson you have to learn. So I think it's different for everybody. Brushes that I use a mixture of like Morphe brushes, some random brushes I got off Amazon, Real Techniques. I love Real Techniques, and I found this brand on Amazon, y'all, that is so much cheaper, and it gives you a lot of brushes. That was back when I wanted to do makeup, y'all. Back when I wanted to do makeup. Now that we have that, I don't think I want to do too much of lighting eye, but say if I was to do some contour, all of that, I mean, sometimes I do, just like a little bit. I use Fenty Beauty's contour stick. It is the match stick in the shade Mocha 03. I honestly feel like in the summertime I need something darker, but really this has slightly been working. Quite literally, it has. And this is one of those brushes I was talking about. It's the Jessup, and then it's the MUL02 brush. And I use this for my contour because look at that. That's beautiful. Why would you not want to do a dab over here? Like, come on now. Sometimes I put a little bit on the brush just to kind of have a little bit of control. Sometimes I put it on my face. Not all the time, but sometimes it can be a little one too. You know what I'm saying? I really need to invest in another mascara because your girl has lost her mascara. This is not the typical mascara that I would use. I'm actually using my mom's, but sometimes I use the Maybelline Sky High, but the all pink one. And then I normally use the Fenty Beauty's mascara. I don't know what it's called, but that's for y'all to know. The next topic is, what's one thing ladies can agree upon that they don't like about guys? I think every guy is different. Not all guys are the same, but some of them are a little interesting. I like guys that are cocky, that think that you need them. I think that is being thrown way out the portion. I mean, me personally, I've been very independent for so long, so if I'm submitting, you gotta be the one. One thing I don't like about guys is that they lie about what they want. They will feed you, lead you the wrong way. They'll feed you all this information because that's what they think you want to hear. And truth be told, that's what you want to hear. That's what you want to know. That's what you want to feel. You want to be confident in the person that you're choosing. But why not just be upfront? Because some of these ladies, they cool with certain things. But you just gotta be upfront about it. Like, truth be told, why lead somebody the wrong way so you can get what you want? Turn around and leave because, oh no, we're moving too fast. Oh, that's not what I wanted. No, you should have been upfront about what you wanted, and we would have never had this conversation. Because, like, why are you faking it for the moment? You know? And I hate that we live in a world where we quite literally normalize this behavior. Like, we've normalized not being strong enough to understand that when someone's trying to deceive us and paint this picture. And I blame the people before us who did not teach us properly. Also, I don't like guys that will think to do something and only do it because they think that's what I want. No, I want you to do it for yourself. I want you to be following after God because that's what you want. Not because, oh, I want this for our household. Or, you know, wanting to follow after your goals because that's what you want. Not because, oh, well, she's doing this and I know she wants me to do this too. No, follow after because you're determined to have a certain type of life. Not because I want you to. You know? I don't get it. Why are guys like that? Like, drop down in the comments. Like, am I tripping? And sometimes I don't appreciate guys not using their brains. Like, and that's probably just terrible communication on my end. So, that might me with the next few words that I'm about to say. But I tend to find guys that don't understand how to read body language, or I don't know, the energy in the room, it'd be loud, but it'd be very silent as a mouse in a man's in a boy's perspective. Because not all guys are like this, mind you. Not all guys are like this. I feel like, you know, there are some people that are like, you know, they about their biz. They know what they're doing. And kudos to you. I appreciate you. Love you down. Real bad. I feel like if you don't take the time to learn the person that you're with, you won't even realize something. Like, I'm definitely the type of girl that comes from a family that don't always talk about their emotions. You know, they kind of just sweep things in the rug and they just kind of go about their way. But I am not that child. When things do rub me the wrong way, I do talk about it. But my body language, my actions speak louder. You know, we show love very differently, very weird. We're kind of quirky people. There's nothing wrong with being quirky, by the way. I'm not even talking to you about what I'm doing. So what I just applied to my eyelashes, because I am using my mouse up, the Benefit, they're real magnet. I think that's what that is. Don't know. And then this is the Sky High. I don't know, baby, the white. The white. And then we have our NARS blush in Orgasm. I hate that it's called that, but if you ever feel like you put too much blush on, you go back in with that little bit, dab a little concealer on your hair, and clean it on up, girl. That's how you fix that. Let me get this lip liner first, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about what the lip liner is. I do not have any brands outside of the brand that I typically use, but I was like, you know what, let me go try something. ColourPop lippy pencil went on just like butter. It's called Chain Reaction. It's their dark brown that they have, and honestly, I think I'm gonna go back and get some more because that was nice. I do sometimes go to a beauty supply store and get a little 1-2-1-2, but that's not what we're doing today. This is what we have. Sometimes if you need to clean it up, you also take a little bit of concealer. Is what I recommend to go around the outline. Me personally, I just don't care. I don't care. And then we're going to put on a little bit of the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Tiramisu. And it's pretty much a pink, little pinky pink vibe. I'm gonna put on my lips. But yeah, with hygiene, I'm still finding out what works with my body. Sometimes it can be a little hard to navigate because one, you don't want to try something and then it interferes with your pH. No. Yeah, it's a lot that kind of comes with that, trying different things. Also, this gloss I'm about to put on is the Mentha Shimmer Tint, and the scent is Pearl Mint. I got this from Bath and Body Works, y'all. It has been holding me down, and I actually really like it. I probably will be going to get some more. Helps with fresh breath, and it's peppermint oil, 2% that's in this. Yeah, sometimes I wouldn't tell y'all to get something like that, but look how this gets applied. It is such a pretty pink, and it's like a holographic color. Like what? Y'all, these three is about to be my holy grail. Do not put over the summer. Y'all, she's cute. I don't use tampons anymore. I found myself to not be interested in the feeling of it anymore because it feels so uncomfortable. And it's not even a joke. Anytime I've tried to, do a tampon, now if it's like a dance show or something, I will suck it up. But Lord knows I be praying. It ain't got nothing to do dance related because I will slap a pad on. Excuse me, guys. That's not for you guys, but I will slap one on in a heartbeat. The package ain't even showing it, but it's Revolution. The highlighter Reloaded Raise the Bar. This is what it looks like. Also showing y'all my setting sprays that I have. Okay, so MAC Miss Girl Stay Over. This is the Fix Plus alcohol-free long-lasting setting spray. She's a vibe. Don't use much. This was my holy grail. I started with her. This is the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. She's cute. Then Miss Girl over here, the expensive, wanted to try it out and got it as a gift. The Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. We've been starting to use, but very cautious because we do not want to buy another one. We love her. I do want to try the, what's that guy's name? I can't even think of his name. One Size. I want to try his stuff too. There's a couple things I want to try. We'll probably get into that sometime during the summertime because I think I play with makeup more. Maybe spring, summer. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. But we're going to use this Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Okay, we need this to set because we're about to be in church. You know, when the emotions hit and the tears start running, we gotta be prepared because we can't be out here crying and then our makeup look terrible. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe button. Make sure y'all share with the friends. Cause in the club, we all fam. No, in the church, we're all fam. Let me stop. But yeah, so it just really depends. Yeah, I have a lot of cool ideas I want to actually execute this year. The goal is a year of consistency on the socials, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. And yeah, if you're enjoying this video, you know, say something about them. Let's have a talk. Let's chit chat in the comments. What is your perspective on some of the topics that, you know, was discussed? Okay, and yeah, hopefully I will see y'all guys in my next video.